You feel the weight of every sunrise pressing down on your joints, and yet the day ahead whispers promises of movement you think you've already missed. Imagine waking up, stepping out onto a wooden floor, and in just 5 minutes unlocking the same fluid grace that Japanese elders have cultivated for generations. No machines, no costly memberships, only the simple rhythm of breath and motion guiding your body back to vitality. What if I told you that the secret to daily energy isn't hidden in a high-tech gym, but in a modest series of stretches that have kept seniors upright and alert for centuries? In the next few minutes, I will share exactly how these 5 movements work, why they target the core pillars of joint lubrication, neuromuscular activation, and breath-linked circulation, and how you can incorporate them into your morning without any special equipment. If that sparks a flicker of curiosity, stay with me, and when the time feels right, give this video a like if the idea resonates with you. I'm Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, a geriatric physiotherapist who has spent 20 years studying mobility in Japanese seniors. Over the years, I've watched countless patients battle the creeping loss of muscle mass and the stubborn inflammation that creeps in when we sit too long. The science is clear: sedentary habits accelerate sarcopenia, and chronic low-grade inflammation can turn simple tasks into exhausting ordeals. Why does a short walk feel like climbing a mountain after a few weeks of inactivity? The answer lies in the silent shutdown of the tiny muscles that stabilize our joints and the reduced blood flow that starves our cells of oxygen and nutrients. The solution I've distilled from decades of observation is elegantly simple. 5 movements, each built on 3 foundational pillars: joint lubrication, neuromuscular activation, and breath-linked circulation. By moving through these steps each morning, you awaken every major joint, fire the nervous system, and invite a surge of fresh oxygen to your tissues. We'll walk through each movement step by step. I'll explain the biology behind every stretch, and by the end, you'll have a ready-to-use routine that fits into any morning schedule. Write morning 5 in the comments if you're excited to try them. I'll be checking your responses later. First, we begin with the seated cat-cow, a gentle spinal warm-up that Japanese elders call myun-maki. This movement is the cornerstone that awakens the spine and prepares the entire nervous system for the day ahead. When you sit upright, your vertebrae are often compressed from a night of stillness, and the intervertebral discs lose a bit of their natural fluid. The cat-cow motion creates a subtle shear that pumps synovial fluid back into the joints, effectively lubricating the spine. This fluid movement reduces stiffness, increases range of motion, and signals the brain that the body is ready to move. To perform it, sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, hands resting lightly on your knees. Inhale deeply, arch your back, lift your chest, and let your tailbone tip forward. This is the cow position. Feel the stretch across the front of your torso, the gentle opening of your rib cage, and notice how your breath expands the lungs. Hold for a count of 3, then exhale, round your back, tuck your chin toward your chest, and draw your belly button inward. This is the cat position. Repeat this flow for a minute, moving in sync with your breath, allowing each transition to be smooth and deliberate. You'll sense a subtle wave of warmth traveling up the spine, a sign that the joints are receiving fresh lubrication. But the next movement targets the hips, the true power base for walking, rising, and even sitting comfortably. If you found this first stretch useful, let me know in the comments. What did you feel in your back? And if this insight is opening new doors for you, consider subscribing so you won't miss the deeper secrets we'll explore together. Now let's transition to the second movement, the standing hip circles, designed to unlock the hips and prime the glutes for the day's activities. To perform the movement, inhale slowly and lift your right knee to a comfortable height. No need to force a high lift. Simply aim for a point where you feel a light stretch in the front of your thigh. As you exhale, draw a slow wide circle with your knee, allowing the hip joint to move through flexion, abduction, extension, and adduction in a fluid motion. Keep your torso upright, shoulders relaxed, and focus on the sensation of the hip joint opening like a blooming flower. Complete 10 circles in one direction, then reverse the rotation for another 10. Then repeat on the opposite side. You will notice a subtle warmth spreading down the outer thigh, a sign that the periarticular tissues are receiving fresh nourishment. But the next movement targets the knees, the hinge that carries the majority of our daily load. If you have ever felt that your knees creak when you rise from a chair, you are experiencing the early stages of cartilage wear and reduced lubrication. The Japanese elders have long relied on a simple yet powerful motion called the knee wave. This exercise not only stimulates cartilage health, but also activates the quadriceps and hamstrings in a coordinated fashion, promoting joint stability and reducing the risk of falls. Begin by standing with your feet together, hands lightly resting on the small of your back for support if needed. Inhale, then slowly shift your weight onto your left leg while gently bending your right knee, allowing the heel to lift just enough to feel a stretch in the calf. As you exhale, straighten the right leg and let the heel gently tap the floor, creating a wave-like motion that travels up the leg. The key is to keep the movement smooth and rhythmic, synchronizing each lift and tap with your breath. Perform this wave 12 times on each leg, feeling the subtle activation of the vastus medialis and the popliteus muscle, which together act as a natural shock absorber for the knee joint. Now, pause for a moment and consider this. Why does a simple heel-to-do rhythm have such a profound impact on joint health? The answer is rooted in the concept of mechanotransduction, where mechanical loading signals the cells within the cartilage to produce more extracellular matrix, essentially repairing themselves from the inside out. By giving your knees this gentle, repeated stimulus each morning, you are sending a daily reminder to your body that the joints are meant to move, not remain dormant. If you have felt a sense of lightness after completing the knee wave, share that feeling in the comments. What did you notice in your lower legs? And if you find this insight valuable, consider hitting the like button to let the algorithm know that these practical tips are resonating with you. Moving onward, the third movement focuses on the ankles and the often overlooked calf muscles, which play a pivotal role in maintaining balance and circulation. In traditional Japanese homes, seniors often practice a gentle toe-to-heel rock, a practice that dates back to the tea house rituals where participants would shift their weight while seated on low cushions. This motion encourages venous return from the lower extremities, reducing swelling and preventing the accumulation of stagnant blood that can lead to discomfort. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, knees soft, and place your hands on a sturdy surface for balance if necessary. Inhale deeply, then lift your heels off the ground, rising onto the balls of your feet. Feel the stretch along the Achilles tendons and the activation of the gastrocnemius. Hold this position for a count of 3 breaths, then exhale as you slowly lower your heels back to the floor, allowing the foot to roll gently from the ball to the heel. Continue this rise and fall sequence 15 times, maintaining a smooth, controlled tempo. As you move, imagine a wave of blood flowing upward from your toes, propelled by the rhythmic contraction of the calf muscles. This mental visualization reinforces the physiological effect, enhancing the mind-body connection that is central to many Japanese wellness practices. You might wonder, why does this simple rocking motion improve balance? The answer lies in the stimulation of the proprioceptive receptors located in the ankle joint and the plantar surface of the foot. These receptors send constant feedback to the central nervous system about the position and movement of the foot, sharpening your awareness of subtle shifts in weight. Over time, regular practice of the toe-to-heel rock sharpens this feedback loop, making you more stable on uneven terrain and reducing the likelihood of missteps. If you have felt a renewed sense of steadiness after the ankle rocks, let us know in the comments. Has your confidence in taking a single step improved? And remember, each small victory builds the foundation for a healthier, more active life. The fourth movement turns our attention to the upper body, specifically the shoulders and the thoracic spine, regions that often become constrained from prolonged sitting and the habitual forward head posture many of us adopt while looking at screens. Japanese elders have long embraced a gentle arm sweep that not only opens the chest, but also engages the serratus anterior and the scapular stabilizers, promoting better posture and deeper breathing. Begin by standing tall, feet planted firmly, and let your arms rest gently by your sides. Inhale, then slowly raise both arms forward, keeping them level with the shoulders as if you were drawing a large invisible circle in front of you. Continue the sweep outward, allowing the arms to move laterally until they are fully extended to the sides, palms facing upward. As you exhale, draw the arms back toward the center, completing the circle in a fluid motion. Perform 8 full circles, then reverse the direction for another 8. Throughout the movement, focus on expanding your rib cage with each inhale, feeling the intercostal muscles stretch and contracting them gently on the exhale. This coordinated breathing pattern not only improves thoracic mobility, but also enhances diaphragmatic function, which is essential for efficient oxygen exchange. Why does this sweeping motion have such a calming effect on the nervous system? The answer resides in the activation of the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system. By synchronizing breath with expansive arm movements, you stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps lower heart rate and reduce stress hormones. This is why many traditional Japanese meditation practices incorporate wide, deliberate arm gestures. They serve both a physical and a neurochemical purpose. If you sensed a release in tension across your shoulders, share that experience below. What did you feel in your upper back? And if this technique resonates with you, give this video a thumbs up to support more content that bridges science and tradition. Finally, we arrive at the fifth and concluding movement, a gentle forward fold that Japanese seniors refer to as koshi nage, a practice that honors the spine's natural curvature and promotes flexibility in the hamstrings and lower back. Often after years of standing and walking, the posterior chain becomes tight, leading to lower back discomfort and reduced mobility. The forward fold addresses this by creating a controlled stretch that lengthens the muscles along the back of the thigh, while encouraging the vertebral discs to rehydrate through axial decompression. Stand with your feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent to protect the joints, and let your arms hang loosely. Inhale, then as you exhale, hinge forward from the hips, allowing your torso to descend toward the floor while keeping the spine long and the neck relaxed. Let your hands rest on your shins, ankles, or the floor, whichever feels most comfortable. The goal is not to force a deep bend, but to feel a gentle tension along the backs of the thighs and a subtle opening in the lower back. Hold this position for a count of 5 slow breaths, allowing each exhale to deepen the stretch slightly without pain. Then inhale, engage your core, and slowly roll back up to standing, one vertebra at a time, feeling the spine articulate smoothly. What makes this movement particularly beneficial for seniors is its impact on the intervertebral discs. Throughout the night, the discs reabsorb fluid, expanding slightly. When you practice the forward fold, you create a mild compression that encourages the discs to pump nutrients in and waste out, supporting spinal health. Additionally, the stretch stimulates the hamstring muscle spindles, which send signals to the brain to improve balance and coordination. If you experienced a sense of elongation or a release of tension in your lower back, let us know, what did the stretch feel like for you? And as you finish this sequence, take a moment to notice how your body feels compared to the moment you started. Do you sense increased circulation, a clearer mind, or a subtle lift in energy? Those are the early signs that these 5 movements are beginning to work their quiet magic. Now that we have walked through each of the 5 morning movements, let's recap the core principles that tie them together. First, each exercise emphasizes fluid movement synchronized with breath, a hallmark of Japanese wellness that respects the body's natural rhythms. Second, the movements target the major joints, spine, hips, knees, ankles, and shoulders, ensuring that the entire musculoskeletal system receives daily attention, preventing the cascade of stiffness that often leads to injury. Third, by focusing on joint lubrication, neuromuscular activation, and circulatory enhancement, we address the 3 pillars of senior mobility, flexibility, strength, and blood flow. And finally, the routine requires no equipment, no costly gym membership, just a few minutes of mindful practice each morning. You might be asking, can I really see measurable improvements by dedicating 5 minutes each day? The answer, supported by decades of observational studies in Japanese communities, is a resounding yes. Older adults who incorporate these simple stretches report lower incidences of falls, reduced joint pain, and a greater sense of vitality throughout the day. The secret lies not in the intensity of the movement, but in the consistency of the practice and the mindful connection between breath and motion. If you are ready to make these movements a permanent part of your morning ritual, I invite you to set a small, achievable goal. Commit to performing the sequence for the next 20 days, noting any changes in flexibility, energy levels, or overall well-being. Keep a simple journal, perhaps on a piece of paper left beside your coffee mug, and write down a brief observation each morning. Felt tighter in hips, knee felt smoother, mind clearer. Over time, you will be able to see the subtle progress that adds up to significant health benefits. Before we close, I'd like to ask you a final reflective question. What is one habit you can let go of today to create space for this 5-minute routine? Perhaps it is lingering on the phone a few minutes longer or skipping breakfast in a rush. By swapping that habit for a few intentional movements, you are investing in a longer, healthier future for yourself and those you love. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the timeless wisdom of Japanese elders. If you found value in today's lesson, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you won't miss future explorations of simple science-backed practices that can transform everyday life. Your support helps spread these life-enhancing habits to more people around the globe. And as always, share your experiences in the comments. What movement resonated most with you and how did your body respond? I look forward to reading your stories and answering any questions you may have. Until next time, stay gentle with yourself, move with intention, and remember that the smallest daily actions can create the biggest ripple effects in health and happiness. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.